Since the presence in this room, the aroma of a sweet perfume, no rules, no disguise. When her eyes met with mine, I knew exactly what I had to do. Made my way to plead my case. Surprised that she met me halfway. But when I opened my mouth to say what I had rehearsed in my head, I kissed her hand and spoke these words instead. Hola, señorita, eres muy bonita. Think I'm in like with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me can get to know each other better. For years and a day gone by, now she wears my name with pride. The key to my lock, the Michelle to my Barack indeed. She's all that I'll ever need. She told me long ago, long as we continue to grow, I'll be your moon and sun. That day I'll never regret. I was yours the moment that you said, hola señorita, eres muy bonita. Think I'm in like with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me can get to know each other better. The only love I'll ever need. My wife, my queen, my everything. Te amo y te adoro, mi amor. All that I've been searching for. Hola, señorita, eres muy bonita. Think I'm in like with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me can get to know each other better. Hola, señorita, eres muy bonita. Think I'm in like with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? Somewhere that you and me can get to know each other better.
Yeah, yeah.
There you have it, y'all. There you have it. There you have it. In like with you, y'all. In like with you by this man right here, y'all. Chozln.
Yeah.
Chozln, what's going on, my man? What's happening?
Hey,
What's happening? What's
going on,
happening?
man? What's happening, bro? What's happening, fam? You good? What's
Yes,
going on with you?
yes, sir. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. I love that song, man. I love that song for about what? About five,
Well,
six,
yeah, about 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years, man. I
Yeah.
love it, man. Hey, your senorita. I don't know the language at all, man. Let's start the interview with that question right there.
All right.
Your Hispanic influence. Where did it come from?
All right. So when I got that track, well, yeah, when I got the track, I was writing the song, and I wanted to like do something different because if you listen to the track, it kind of got that little on the beach. You know, since we went on that cruise, it kind of got that Mr. Sancho's feel, that little Latin-like feel to it.
Yes, sir.
So I was like, man, you know, I ought to do something that's different because something, you know, I'm trying to remember what it was that I already had the melody. So what happened was when I was writing the song, I asked one of my coworkers. I had it in English. It was like basically like like hello beautiful. See, I think I'm in like with you. So I was like, man, I got to do something. So what I did was I asked one of my coworkers. I said, so how do you say like hello beautiful? Hello lady. I think you're very beautiful or whatever. And so he was like, no, this is what happened. I had figured out what it says. And I was like, I asked him if it was correct, if my Spanish was correct. And I think I was off like one word. So that's how instead of saying, that's how, hola señorita, Eres muy bonita. Because I was asking him, how do you say hello, lady, you are very beautiful.
Okay.
So I got that from there. Hello, lady, you are very beautiful. And then go back into the English. I think I'm in like with you. Do you know a place where we can be alone together? You know, and the rest is, you know. And then in the bridge, we had the only one I ever need. Te amo y te doy amor. Dang, can't remember my own language. I had to remember. I had to listen to the song. I've been singing it so much, but it's basically I love you so much, mi amor. Te amo y será todo mi amor. Yeah, it's basically saying, you know, I love you very much. The only one that I adore, I love you very much.
I gotta cut you off right quick because Angela Vieira, Rob V's wife, said, "Hey, I was at that video shoot, man, and she's singing right along with you." Mm-hmm. I don't know how to translate. Eres minita.
ERES.
Yes.
Yeah.
She wrote it down and said she shared the video.
Muy bonita. Eres muy bonita. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She said she was at that video shoot. She's on the screen right now.
What's up, Angie?
She said, I could have translated it for you. That's what she's saying on the screen. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Share the video. Share the video. Oh, she's already shared it. Thank you, Angela. Much love to you and Rob V. Thank y'all.
That's fam right there, man. And he was in the video as well. So yeah, Rob
V was too.
Yeah, Rob V, he featured in the video. He had a cameo in the video for that particular song as well. That didn't like what you had a cameo in there. Yeah, that's fam right there, man. We go way back. Mm-hmm.
She says, "What up, homie? What up, homie?
What's happening?" It was so good to see y'all when y'all came out for the single release.
Before we talk about the single release, your Hispanic influence one more time came from a coworker.
Yeah, well, I had the idea to do it, but I wanted to do it right. So one of my coworkers, I had to ask him the right pronunciation for that. Because I was like, how do I say, hello, lady, you are very beautiful?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and so he told me what it was. And then, you know, because they be teaching me Spanish up there. And I'd be like, let me figure out what he is. And so I said, all right, cool. So that's how I got it.
That's how you got it.
That's how I got it. I had the idea, but I wanted to get it right because, you know, I don't want to be saying nothing and I don't know what it is, and then exactly. I'll be looked at as the enemy and shit.
Exactly.
I ain't trying to do that.
If you say something wrong, it can be construed another way. Mm-hmm. Very respectful, very, very respectful. Great idea because, man, I've been around a lot of Hispanic conversations, and Hispanics even say stuff wrong, and they'll nudge each other like, "Man, you said that wrong." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll say that in English, so I'll understand. So then they'll repeat it, so I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. And then, from my understanding, you have a lot of, you know, you have different dialects. You know, it's all Spanish, but it's different dialects, and in different dialects, it's understood in another way.
Yeah, that's like English. Like English got different dialects.
Right.
So we got slang.
Right. Slang all day long.
You know,
all day long. We talked about that on another interview where a lot of, you know, like, let's say the police departments, the law enforcement didn't know a lot of the slang until we started using them in public. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So go ahead. You had something on your mind.
Nah, I was trying to remember which one it was. It'll hit me in a little bit, but like you said, law enforcement had it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Just to rehash right quick, y'all, we're with R&B singer-songwriter Chozln is in the building. We've already played one of his songs, In Like With You. That's what we're talking about right now. It has a lot of Hispanic influence. I might play it again before it's over with because that's my favorite song from him. We've been knowing him about 7 years.
Since
E2 days.
Yeah, the E2 days, man. Like 2018.
2018. 5 years seems like 10.
Yeah.
5 years.
It might have been 2017 because whatever E2, whenever we was at E2. I'm thinking 2019, but then again, I know, you know how Facebook do you,
right?
Social media do you. They'll throw your memories up there, and then you'll be looking at your memories one morning, and you'll be like,
right,
dang, that was 7 years.
Exactly.
And there's one from 2018. So I'm gonna go ahead and say 2018 to play it safe because
2018
Yeah,
to play it safe.
2018, man. Since 2018,
We've
you know,
known-
I usually tell that story, man. That you because when I hit the stage again that time, y'all was the first ones that gave me that constructive criticism, which got me to where I'm at right now. So,
Do you remember what we told you?
yeah,
What we tell
what y'all told me? You were like, stage. Lisa was like, stage presence was on point. Your voice is amazing, and it's the only thing that you didn't do was have something to give to people.
And
The only thing you didn't do was be your brand.
be your brand.
That was the one thing. That was the thing. The big takeaway from it. I wasn't even tripping no more after the fact that I hadn't hit the stage in 10 years.
Right.
And then I got up there and I was like, okay, all right. And I'm thinking, y'all finna give me this hella list of stuff that I need to work on, because I'm like still trying to see, dang, you know, I'm gonna do this to see if I still got it, to see if I can still wield my Jedi powers, so to speak. And to my surprise, y'all hit me with that. I was like,
Right.
that gave me like, you know, that put some more gas in the tank right there to be like, yeah, you got to continue to do something with it. And so, because after all y'all told me was do was just create my brand, I was like, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
No, you weren't far off. And we noticed here lately, Lisa's not really a big Instagram person. I am. I noticed in here in the last maybe 1.5, 2 years, that I noticed you've even taken voice lessons. Is that correct? And,
yeah.
And your voice, your range, especially that one you sang it at your single release party. I forgot the name of it. I was like, yeah, the voice lessons have really worked, because I don't remember back 5, 6, 7 years ago your range being what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to give your voice teacher a shout out right quick?
Yeah, man. If y'all know, I call him Silas. We go way back. I call him Silas. I actually reconnected with him like a few months ago, and he was, because he's a very talented performer as well. I've known him for a long. I was actually gonna be in a group with him.
Okay.
And it just so happened that the group didn't work out, and so but we still remain cool, through that time, and wound up hooking back up with him. Saw that he was doing voice lessons, and I was like, and so he hit me. He was like, "Man, I know you can sing, but you might want to come get some of these voice lessons." So I was like, "Well, since I'm finna get up here and do it, I might as well, show my man some patronage." And then I got in with him. I paid him like a little over 200 for like 12 sessions.
12 sessions.
And I only got I was already only into like the third session. And we still rocking and everything, but I only got to like the third session for him to put me back to where I needed to be. He had different songs to go back and sing, but my background was already back from choir in high school. I was in like 4 different choirs.
Okay.
And so he just basically made me tap into what was already laying dormant in my talent from that.
Yes, sir.
But other than that, his instruction did help a lot. They helped reawaken what was already there.
Reawaken what's already there. I like that. And his name again?
Silas. You can find him on Instagram and Facebook. Sylvanus. Let me see how you say his name. I'm gonna have to go off of here real quick. Let me go off of here. I'm gonna do this right fast.
That's okay. Okay. While you're looking for that, I'm going back to Miss Vieira. She's still here with us. She said Cuban Diva was there. She said she teaches Spanish. She also said, yes, that is correct. People in Mexico City speak a different Spanish from those in Monterrey, Mexico. So yeah. Translation sometimes is a beast. And dialect is a beast. So watch your mouth sometimes, y'all. Americans, Hispanics, there's all different kinds of dialects. We were talking about that because the first song we played tonight by Chozln is called "In Like With You," and it has a lot of Hispanic influence in it, y'all. If you're watching the replay, y'all go back, y'all watch, put hashtag replay in the comments and listen to "In Like With You." I might have time to play it again tonight, but we have 3 more songs to play, and I think 2 videos to play. I think we're going to get into one of his songs or videos right now. If I played something right now, what would your choice be, Chozln?
All right, so we got into one of your favorites.
Yes, sir.
We'll go in a Lady Nate's favorite.
Lady Nate.
Yeah, I got to give a big shout out to her because man, we'll talk about that after. We're gonna get into one of her favorites, which is "Walk Out on Me."
Walk Out on Me.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that one.
Is that a video or
that's just audio?
Audio.
That one's just audio.
Walk Out on Me, y'all, by Chozln is up next. If you don't know who Lady Nate is, it's Lady Nate on the gram, y'all. She's the owner of the Getaway Place at, I believe, 7700 Pine Mount.
Yep, that's right.
7700 Pine Mount, y'all. It's off of 290 in Pine Mount. One of the hottest clubs, y'all. One of the hottest lounges on the north side. 7700 Pine Mount. Lady Nate on the gram. Just type in Lady Nate, and her long legs are gonna be on there. I'm telling you, I look at them all the time. I'm just playing before I get in trouble. Lady Nate, shout out to her. This is her favorite song, Walk Out on Me. We've all had people walk out on us before, and I know for a fact she has too because I sat there and I witnessed it. Much love to you, Lady Nate. Here's your favorite song by Chozln. Y'all go follow Chozln. This gentleman right here on the screen in just a second. Go follow him on Instagram and Facebook at CHOZ and the number 1, y'all. Chozln, R&B singer, songwriter, right here on the screen. We're gonna play this next song right now, and we'll be right back on the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show.
Tell me, how could you just walk away? You just told me you loved me yesterday. Said that we'd always be together, that you'd be in my future. Now I'm so confused, how'd I end up losing you? Take some time and think to yourself. If you leave, you only cheat yourself out of a blessing, lady. No need to tell you, but you'll be back soon. When you do, it'll be too late for you. You can walk out on me, but I can't promise you anything, cause I won't be waiting for you to say I'm sorry for hurting you. And I do what I gotta do to be with you. I can just see it now. I don't want to well how this plays out. You want me to say I forgive you and make you pay. So you might want to think this through, cause it might not turn out quite that way. I was not gonna beg you to stay with me. Besides, you had your mind made up already. It's too late now, it's such a shame, cause it didn't have to be this way. Maybe not back then, but I knew in time. You see, everything you ever needed was in me. No need to tell you, knew you'd be back soon. Now it's too late for you. You can walk out on me, but I can't promise you anything, cause I won't be waiting for you to say I'm sorry for hurting you. And I do what I gotta do to be with you. I can just see it now. I don't want to well how this plays out. You want me to say I forgive you and make you pay. So you might want to think this through, cause it might not turn out quite that way. The day you left my side, I thought that I died. Now all is said and done, I'm doing just fine. The day you left my side, I thought that I died. Now all is said and done, I'm doing just fine. The day you left my side, I thought that I died. Now all is said and done, I'm doing just fine. The day you left my side, I thought that I died. Now all is said and done, I'm doing just fine. You can walk out on me, but I can't promise you anything, cause I won't be waiting for you to say I'm sorry for hurting you. And I do what I gotta do to be with you. I can just see it forgive you and make you pay. So you might wanna think this through, cause it might not turn out quite that way. This is goodbye, too late for sorries. This is goodbye, too late for sorries. This is goodbye, too late for sorries. This is goodbye, too late for sorries.
All right, everybody. We are back. We are back on the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. We're gonna talk about this song right quick, man. How many people have you had walk out on you?
Yeah, I luckily only had what, 2.
About 2?
Yeah, well, luckily I only had like 2
That's-
walk out on me.
That's too many, ain't it, though, man?
That's too many. One is too many, but then the second, I guess, builds endurance and shit like that.
Builds endurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, your tolerance.
It's a lesson. It builds your tolerance up a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Man, hey, I'm gonna ask a personal question, man, because I had somebody walk on me a long time ago, and it took me probably a decade to get over with. But now that I'm older, when people walk out on me, they don't take that long. Have you built up your tolerance level to that to the level that I'm at right now, where I can just say, okay, bye?
Yeah, because I think as you mature, not get older, but as you mature, you start learning what's more important. It's almost like, when you was a kid, you have your wants, and as a kid, your wants is more important than your needs.
Yes, sir.
But when you start maturing, you realize that your needs are more important than your wants, because your wants could actually hurt you. Your needs ain't gonna really hurt you that much. You start chasing them wants, then that's how you get into it. So us as men, us as men, we learn how to go after what we want first, and then not so much as what we need. Then, if you're lucky to be around, you can learn that lesson. So I think I'm at that point now to where when I think about what it is that I need, then what I want doesn't really bother me. So when somebody walk out on me, to help give me the little Novocaine, I start thinking about what is it that I need versus what am I going to gain versus what am I going to, what I lost.
Yes, sir.
It's still going to hurt. That's, with Novocaine, it's not going to be, totally painless. You might get like a little prick or whatever, but it's not as much as it would if you had no Novocaine. So that maturity gives you that Novocaine.
It sure will, won't it, man?
Yeah.
Maturity, and you're using the term Novocaine. I like to use calloused.
Okay.
I've become calloused because from 18, I think that's when the pain started. 18, I think maybe 16.
Yeah.
I can't really remember. Yeah, it was 16. I was 16, and in high school, of course, and man, she broke my heart. She broke me down. So now, God bless all the women in my life. I love Lisa to death. She's the woman in my life right now, and from the looks of it, she will be for a long time. But everyone who came after 16, God bless them all. I'm sorry, but I want that part that you've given to nobody else. And I'm like, hey, I tell them just like I tell you, you have to go back to 16, 17, all the way through 37. I'm callous now. It's like my heart has a mountain of rocks around it. So don't get me wrong, I get hurt. But I don't show it. I don't show it because back then, oh man, I showed the whole world. I was just beside myself. So now you'll never see it, stone faced and all. So are you to that point?
I think it's important to like. I think it's important not to deny that because when I went through when I went through the big one, and I say the big one, you're you know you got people that know you, and when those people know you and you start doing things different, you can't help but you're gonna show it. It's gonna they're gonna see it regardless. So they're gonna ask questions. You know what I mean? Now, if depending on how you handle that, you know, that's gonna say a lot. I think that I'm to the point to where I can I'm to the point to where I go home every day, you know, pray about it, meditate about it, and then just function the best way that I can. But I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You know, it's like if I seen you walking around and your arm was broke, like, hold up, man. You know, you go over there sitting on a broke arm, and you don't usually just sit, so you might want to go get that checked out, and you still like, nah, man, I'm all right, I'm good. No, dude, like your arm is fucked up. Like,
Right.
you need to go. You trying to play it hard, you're gonna mess around and do a little bit more damage if you don't go get no help.
Exactly. There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because let's face it, dog. When you dealing with people, you dealing with relationships, you go through a breakup that it hits you. It hits you emotionally, and and then when it hits you emotionally, it's gonna hit you physically because it can hit you physically because if it hits you emotionally, it's gonna hit you mentally. Because certain things you ain't gonna feel like wanting to do. I've been there. Things you ain't gonna feel like wanting to do. You know, you're gonna be in that little old slump, and then you might lose some weight, being stressed. You might gain some weight, being stressed, or whatever, you know, the case may be.
Yes, sir.
People that know you and people that love you, they're gonna see that, and then they're gonna come to you, and then it's on you if you're gonna let them in, break it down, you know, go ahead, break down and whatnot. Yeah, like that.
It's on you. You show right, man.
Yeah.
And that's the point I got to, man, where I refuse to be broken down anymore. You know, and I had to hear recently before we get back to the interview. This is just a side note, y'all. Welcome to the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. This is R&B singer and songs. God dang it, I can't talk tonight. R&B
Sorry.
singer and songwriter Chozln, y'all. Go give him a follow on Instagram at CHOZ, the number one and N on the N, y'all. Type it in. This is the man here. This is the man of the hour. Before I get back to the interview, on this side note, you know, I had to break it down here lately because here recently, because you know I get in trouble being calloused. So Lisa was like, "You really don't care?" And I'm like, "No, it's not like that, man. I love you to death. I care. I care more than you'll ever know. But after my experience way back, she knows about it. I've told her about it a couple
Gotcha.
times. After my experience, I just, I cover my heart up, and she's just like, okay, well, when are you gonna release that? Because I need to see it. So I'm trying to get better.
Well, see,
Trying to get better.
not to cut you off, but relationships is one of them touchy subjects to me because I'm one of them men that I seen both sides of the spectrum. My mother and father. You know, then, then growing up and seeing stuff, watching some adults deal with that, and not deal with that, and then not ignoring my feelings. You
Right.
have feelings; they're there for a reason.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, I did go through the whole man ain't supposed to cry, the man is showing weakness and everything. I did that, but I knew that in order for me to have a successful relationship with a woman, that I would have to let her see me, let her see me for who I am and not hold anything back. So um train of train of thought almost left the station. Uh it's to the point now. I won't say that I'm not like what you call it callous.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I learn lessons.
Okay.
And so I won't change who I am. It's just that I won't certain people won't make it to this certain stage with me, if that makes any sense.
Everybody can't go.
yeah, everybody won't make it to a certain stage. You know what I'm saying? A certain stage with me. You might like a video game. You might get to like level 1, pass level 1, pass 2, get to level 2, and you can't beat the third. You can't beat the second boss.
Right.
It's probably not meant for you to beat the second boss because you didn't get the skills or you didn't
That's
unlock certain abilities to do
Right.
that. And so it's on to the next.
Yes.
So it's like it's here. I'm here, but if you don't make it to that point, then you won't have access to that. That's
No.
what I learned as you know, the experience of being the man that I am now.
Yes, sir.
So I'm not finna sit up and play hard. It's just, you know, if you have access to see it, then you'll see me. If that makes any sense.
And you don't have any problem letting people in that close.
No, if you are worth my time,
Okay.
and you know, if I feel it and it's correct, if my assessment of a woman is not misplaced, if my attraction to a woman is not misplaced, like I tell people, or when I talk to younger guys, I'm like, well, how your attraction should be. We can't deny the physical attraction.
Can't do that.
You can't deny that. That's the first thing you see. You don't know nobody when you first see him. Like, hey, oh man, you have beautiful intelligence. You don't know. I don't even know how you speak. So it's your physical appearance and the way you carry yourself is what's gonna get my attention.
Right.
What come out your mouth and how you carry yourself is what's gonna keep me interested.
Keep me interested.
Yeah. So ever since I followed that, it's like it's kept me out of a lot of trouble, so to speak.
Yes, sir.
It kept me good.
Yes, sir.
And
I tell women that
the guns that I stick to.
Mm-hmm. I tell women that all the time. You know, y'all want a good man, you gotta represent the man. Yeah. You gotta represent him like he wants to be represented, not like you do.
Yeah, because it's no different than them. Like, it's not saying, like, I say this and then I'm gonna wrap this up. It's like how you see a woman when we started with girls or whatever, they always made it look like, oh, she's sacred. Hers is more sacred than yours. Back in the day, like whenever you used to be, when I was a teenager, you would see all of these little shows or whatever, but the guys was pressuring women into having sex.
Right.
So it was like they made it seem like, you know, yeah, we the hunters and that's what we after, and it's like the woman was the precious jewel. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they ain't, but it's like most of us, we not them savages like that. Some of us ain't savages like that. We learned that lesson that hey, your body is precious. But what's gonna get me in trouble is if you crazy, deranged, and all of that. And we deal with you just because of your body, then we might get in trouble. I learned that at a young age. So it's like, what makes you more? If you can have this big level of respect, why I can't?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It should be a mutual.
It should be a mutual thing. So like, just same way you care about your vagina, same way I'm gonna do my penis.
Right.
And all of that. Like, I'm not
Right.
finna just be so gung ho as to jump on you,
right,
and act like I'm the dog or whatever. But yeah, so I did take on the traits of being like. So sometimes, like when I'm in a relationship and I don't hurry up and rush towards sex, it's because damn, I really care about your ass, but I care about me more. But I do really care about your ass, and I'm not just trying to rush into that.
Gotcha. Love it, man. We need to have a whole nother show on that topic.
Yeah,
because
we do. My bad. I can get a little long-winded, man. My bad.
No, you good. I asked the question, so I have to bite that bullet. But we have to have a whole new conversation on that, a whole nother show, because me and you are complete opposites. We already know that because
I'm here for it, man.
You've been on my case for years. Every time I make a relationship post, here he go.
It's just being mindful now. Like, I just be trying to be a different beast.
Right.
I see everybody going this way.
Right.
I want to go the other way. You
Yes,
know
sir.
what I'm saying? And that's just me. It's like, okay, why can't we? Like, why? Who says that you can't be like this?
Exactly.
And that's just me, man.
I understand.
That's just me.
Y'all will get to know him better. Listen to his music, and you will get a gander. You will get a good look at his mind and his heart. He sings from his mind. He sings from his head. This head. He doesn't sing a lot with that head.
But I do sing with that head sometimes, but not a lot, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Chozln, everybody. Follow him on Instagram at CHOZ, the number 1 and N on Instagram, and I believe it's the same name on Facebook.
It's the same thing on Facebook. On Instagram, it's I am the chosen. It's like ran all the way through. So it's I am the chosen. IAMCHOZ. I'm sorry. IAMTHACHOZ, the number 1 N. That's on Instagram. And if you follow me on Instagram, I have a link tree. My link tree takes you to all of my music. So it's everything, the videos, the singles, everything. Everything is all on there. So that, and then that'll take you to the TikTok and everything. So follow me. It's all there. I got music for you. Music is for you, for your heart and your head. And I don't really do too much. I don't really do too much. Just
that Uchi Coochie.
Yeah, I sing what my heart tells me. I write what my heart tells me to write, and then I sing it. I act accordingly when I sing it.
Yes,
and
sir.
I try to do that to the best of my ability.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've already played 2 songs. We played 2 songs by Chozln. One is my favorite, and it's called "In Like with You." Like he mentioned the link tree earlier. Go to his link tree, and I'm sure that song is in the link tree somewhere.
Song is in there. Yep.
We turned around and played a song called "Walk Out on Me."
Walk Out on Me.
That's on the link tree too.
It's on everything. It's all on the link tree, man. The whole Versus album, the whole Versus project is on the link tree, and the Versus album is on all platforms. So if you're just not getting acquainted with it, I know the album is like 4 years old, but if you ain't never heard it, it's new to you. It's still music. It's still music that I'm just not tapping into. And I'm like, dang, this right here is 7 years old. And I'm like, and I go back and find who did it. And I'm like, and boom, I'm a fan. Good music is timeless.
Yes, sir.
So turn y'all on to some music if you like it. It's basically 90s, because if you can tell the way that I do R&B, I'm about that 90s R&B, 70s, 80s, 90s R&B the most, because I think to me that's my favorite era of music. 90s hip hop and R&B. So yeah, I'm gonna hit you with the long intros, because that's how we had it back then. You had the 8-bar intros, to make it feel authentic. The new stuff, intros, I cut down a little bit, modernized a little bit. That's what I'm doing. But the Versus album, that's where you go get your 90s fix from, man. Your 90s R&B fix. You go listen to that Versus album. I promise you it's something there for you. And I mean, if y'all get a chance, man, take to your social medias, let them know you heard it, put up what your favorite song is. And I greatly appreciate that, man. For real.
On that note, I got to ask you something. And I've been meaning to ask this to several artists, but since I have you on the screen tonight, cool. I'm going to ask you.
All right.
Me and you know what's expected when y'all say, I'm Chozln and I'm on all music platforms, all social media platforms. When you say my music is on Spotify, my music is on this, it's on that, it's on Apple Music, it's on whatever. What are you expecting from people who like your songs when they go to these music outlets? What are you expecting from them? Me and you know, but a lot of music fans that are sitting in the audience, they like, why is he saying it? I'm here to listen to music. Why do I care where his music is? Me and you know, and it's in layman's terms. Put it in layman's terms for them.
I mean, it's just, I'm letting you know where I'm at. It's, how you go to church and they open the doors of the church. Ours to extend, yours to reject. It ain't no pressure, no strain. It's the people that want to come will come. But I have to extend it to you because, I can't keep it to myself. You know what I mean? So I have to tell you where it's at, where you can find it. Hell, you might need some therapy. You might be going through one of them situations. And almost all my songs is going to talk about a situation. And if you do listen to the Versus album, the intro is full of Easter eggs. And I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but if you listen to the intro, it's like a little poem.
Uh-huh.
And so that it got something in it. Even the intro got something in it. Then you got Walk Out on Me. Now that's for if anybody ever broke your heart and you got broke up with, basically Walk Out on Me. I wrote that song. Remember one situation that I went through. She left. She found out grass wasn't green on the other side, and she tried to come back. But the thing about it was, like, I wasn't trying to teach no lesson, saying that you can't. That oh yeah, it wasn't like it was what you thought it was. And no, it wasn't. I wasn't trying to teach no lesson. It was just that I had already moved on. You know what I'm saying? It was like I ain't have to make up no story. It was my heart just saying where it's at. It's just like in the song it said, "You can walk out on me, but I can't promise you anything because I won't be. Where I just might not be here waiting for you to say you're sorry."
Right.
So it's that, and then you got Elevate. Elevate, the song, the single, the first single that was written for the Versus album. That song right there is just basically taking a chance on love again. After you've been hurt, it's either take a chance on love again or revitalizing the relationship that you already have. You know, taking time out. Maybe you listen. Maybe you hadn't been listening to what she's trying to tell you. Then maybe you click and it ain't too late. So you telling her, hey man, roll with me. Let's elevate.
Let's elevate.
Let's elevate.
Elevate together.
Let me take away the pain and all your fears. No matter what, baby, have no fear. I got you. It's like, let me go. I sent that song to you. And when you I promise you, like when you elevate, and when you get with your woman, and this works for females too, works for women too. When you get with your woman, and if you listen, do want you to purchase our music because that helps us to keep investing within ourselves. You know, it helps us to let us be able to create the livelihood for ourselves and then give y'all more music. It's a symbiotic circle. It's like the circle of life.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the circle of life. You pour into me, and I can pour right back into you. You know what I'm saying? It's like the business. You keep the doors, you keep my doors open, and I keep on giving you good content.
Exactly. That's the name of the game, everybody.
That's the obvious answer. I didn't go once again, like I told you, I don't do like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't do like everybody else.
I am, you know what? I'm not going to worry about this because I'm frustrated behind the scenes, everybody. I love your explanation of things. I love your outlook on things. I love your music. I love everything you've done up to this point to progress in your career. And like your song says, elevate. You're trying to, like everybody says, it's steps to this.
It's a process.
It's a process. Stick to it And eventually, if you stick to that process, eventually you will get to your goal.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen.
Since I brought a goal up, though, what is your goal?
All right, so my goal is I'm already completing some of my goals. When I first started, I said I wanted to put out an album. I did that. I did that for me.